I was just reaching to move the puzzle piece over to verify my live, because I knew I had just hit it went 1 hour and 1 minute, and it kicked me off. I was too slow. So I'm back. In this video, we will actually take apart one of those we're going to take apart one of these beasties. I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. I just didn't get to the verification thing quick enough, so it kicked me off my live. If you do a live on TikTok, you have to verify at exactly 1 hour. I looked up, I saw the thing, I reached up to move the puzzle piece, and it kicked me off. So I'm back, haha. So you know what? So now we can do another video. And this one, I will actually take the darn thing apart in front of you so you can see. How's that? Ronaldo, welcome in. Dave Donahue, welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. I just didn't get to the, I didn't hit the verification quick enough. I'm old, my reflexes are slow. I'm going to let that run for a second to let people know that we're back. And I'm going to grab a very fast cup of tea. So yeah, I'm sorry that cut off like that. That was just, I just didn't get there. I didn't get to it quick enough. And I saw it too. I saw it, I reached for it, and nope. So at 10:30, I need to make sure that I'm off so that I don't do that again. All right. Let me just warm up my tea. Thank you, Dave, for reposting the live. Appreciate that. Dave's really good at doing that. He always shares when one of us goes live. That's a really helpful thing to do. Share it live, people know about it. If you like, let's talk about computer scrapping and places to find gold and any old darn thing that's on your mind, well, always glad to hear from you. Alright. Just warm that tea up. And let's go. Yeah, no, sorry about that, Dave. It cut out on me because I just didn't push the puzzle piece quick enough. And that's what it does. If you're not careful, it'll push you right off and boom, disconnect your live. They figure you're not there anymore. And, we give you the boot. Give you the boot. All right. So now that I've already shown you all the goodies that are in here, thank you, most of you. I see a lot of you coming back in. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. To be continued at the next same bat time, same bat channel. I got a lot of stuff to scrap. I don't know. I may just hang out and chat with you guys today because it's going to be a very long, lonely weekend, I'll tell you. Nobody's here but me this weekend. Retired canine deputy. God bless you. Those police dogs are freaking amazing. We had a local canine officer who saved the life of his handler recently. Yeah, no, what happened was I'm slow. I was reaching for the puzzle piece to move it, and it booted me. I haven't had that happen in a long time. I got to remember to set it. I'd like to set a timer, but I don't have that capability right now. This little microwave convection oven doesn't have that on it. But yeah, no. I can understand why they do it, because sometimes people forget to turn their camera off and this, that, and the other, and everything stays up there for hours, I am broadcasting from the kitchen this morning. No, thanks for coming back, man. I appreciate that. I got back pretty quick, though, so I apologize. It was the verification thing. Old Scrappy D was running her mouth and didn't see it and blah, blah, blah. All right. So you have seen what one of these darlings looks like taken apart. Let's go ahead and do this whole one from the beginning. Goldslinger, good morning to you. So we'll call this Pro Reliant Blade Server Part 2. I love scrapping these. The big scrappers, the big servers. Oh my God, they're beastly heavy. I'll scrap them if I get them for free, but they weigh a ton. These, I can get everything I need. I get a nice board, I'll get RAM, I'll get a CPU. You know, I'll get a lot of gold recovery. And these are nice. These are nice easy. You know, these are nice and easy. We decided just based on, this is an Intel Xeon. It is dated Intel 05. So there's a good possibility this server blade is 20 years old, which is all I got is so cheap. Due date of delivery 10/24/07. So the older, the better. Yeah. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I got to start all over again because, you know. That's all right. This is Scrappy D Show Part 2. I love going live. I gotta tell you, I missed it so much when I was under construction here. Oh, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So, my nephew walked into this the other day. It was set up like this. I had all my little bottles. I had my little spoons. I had my scale. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? Well, I was weighing out gold, actually, is what I was doing. Breaking Bad. And he knew perfectly well what I was doing, but you know, it's just, we were laughing about it because it was funny. So when I opened up this last night, and I opened up the first one of these, I was like, ooh la la. He's got a lot of freaking screws in him. So yeah, this is a Dell Blade server from 2005. These, you can make plug soup if you want and try to pull the things out of them. These go in with the dirty brass if you want to. Do keep this copper wire, it's heavy. Hey, that's good copper wire. Don't throw that in with your shreddy stuff. Sam, welcome in. Victor, welcome in. Don't care anymore, welcome in. Mike, welcome in. Welcome aboard. Yeah, plug soup. Boil my lunch, that's right. I have so much stuff downstairs that I know I'm never going to process it. What I'll do is I'll put it up for sale. The heat sinks that are going to come out of here are pure copper. Our friend the OTD just bought a lot of it. I got to get that all packed up and sent out to him. I probably have 100 heat sinks downstairs by the time I'm done with the servers, but they're pure copper. So yeah. Now this RAM, let's see, 2005, probably DDR2. DDR3 seems to be selling still. DDR4 is selling, and DDR5 is impossible to get. This will weigh, and I know this already, this is 8 sticks of RAM. It will weigh 1 pound. I am putting this aside because I have a board buyer coming Monday, and I want to make sure he gets good bang for his buck, so to speak. Yeah, that's... doesn't say. I know there's a way to tell what kind of DDR it is by where the slot is placed. Like on DDR2, it's right in the center, and then maybe DDR3 is over here, maybe DDR4 is here, you know, I don't exactly know the configuration, but I know that's how you do it. If you wanted to increase your value, this RAM is super easy to get the heat shield off. Just hit it with a little bit of heat, it'll loosen the thermal paste, and you just pop these clips right off, and you've changed a $1 RAM stick to a $2 RAM stick just like that. Literally lightsaber engravings, literally. This is a Blade Server 7. yeah, these are blade servers. I bought several to see if I like them. I'm going to go ahead and order the rest of the palette from him. For me, they're nice and lightweight. I get everything I need out of them, and I don't have a lot of extra dead board space and extra weight and extra heavy crap. It's on the sticker. I really should go get my other glasses. I can see so much better. I actually have computer glasses and scrapping glasses. I'm waiting for my new glasses to come in. I've been walking around like this for months. That's the only trouble with America's Best. They're very reasonable price-wise, but you wait freaking forever for the glasses to come in. FBDIMM. Kingston 4 gig 2RX times 4. That's the speed, I think. No, it doesn't say it on it. I would have to actually reverse image search it to see what it is. I see the speed, Mia, but I don't see what it is. I will tell you that based on experience, these blade servers from this age are that does look like, that could be DDR3. Anybody know offhand? Sure looks like 3 to me. 2, I think, has the slit in the center, or 1 has a slit in this. I'm not sure. I'm not going to babble anymore about it because, you know what? I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. DDR2. It was on a, this one had it. Yep. DDR2. Okay. It's 2, guys. DDR2, 4 gigs. So, yes, you're right, Mia. I found it. I had to look at a different one. It wasn't on this, but it was on this. I'll tell you guys, reverse Google image search is your best friend. You can double check everything on here. This is a memory stick. It's a slot processor, but you can put this in with your RAM sticks. You got to get the battery off. It basically does the same thing. Of course, take the battery off and dispose of it safely. But that is a slot processor. You can actually see the. Actually, this may be a battery pack. The slit is 3/4 of the way over, just like it is on the RAM. So you got to get the batteries off, but you can sell that with your RAM. Board Sort and everybody else pays the same price for slot processors that they do for gold-fingered RAM. If I have the time, I might clean this, but otherwise I've got to sell it for less. But again, I am on a timer. If I may just probably just sell it to my buyer as shielded RAM. You know, just because I'm trying to get a big load together for him. He's just going to sell it that way anyway, so. I've done very well with RAM lately, but what I'm looking for is 386, and I think I've got it. I might have some of the 2 blade servers that I have under me. I don't have a lot for Zach. I sent it all to him last week. And he's actually reusing the 386, even though it's DDR2. He knows what he's doing. I'm not that kind of a computer person. I go open my Mac, do what I need to do, and turn it off. I'm not good at putting them together. I'm not good at fixing them, but damn, am I good at taking them apart. PC2, PCR3, PC is a DDR equivalent on the labels too. Thank you, Mia. I tell you, I've learned a lot from you guys. You have no idea how much you've taught me. You really have. Okay, so again, this is going to go into my box with peripheral high-grade boards. I'm taking this off. Shh. Be very quiet. We're hunting webbits. I'm going to have a nice box of peripheral high-grade boards for him. It's already about halfway full. You know, like I said, I told him I'll send him a supplemental invoice today for all the new stuff that I get processed today and tomorrow or other. So, I know I'm not going anywhere, that's for sure. The place I'm going is to hang out on TikTok with you guys. That's right. So many smart people in here. You gotta get these risers off, otherwise you can't get the board out. I already tested them. I tested them last night. They're metal. Sometimes they're brass, but not today. Oh, it stopped snowing. I'm actually glad though, because if this temperature goes down, that is going to just freeze on the roads. It's going to just make it even worse than it was yesterday. Taylor Tritt, welcome in. So are you guys all into gold refining, computers, scrapping? What are you guys into? We have a very nice group of us who really kind of hang out on each other's videos and channels and stuff. And it's really a nice group of people. I very much enjoy hanging out with everybody. A little golden community. Almost sounds like we're old. Golden community. Okay, that should come off. Yeah, these are like I said, they're relatively easy to scrap. They're easy to scrap when I'm not talking. But Robert, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I'm gonna get that number back up again because silly me missed the verification by 30 seconds. God forbid they give us older people a little more time. You know, if you're looking away from the phone, you're not looking at it, you don't see it come up here on the phone, and then it goes by. And we'll get this piece of rubbishy plastic off. I'll get the bracket off, and that will be ready to be sold to my buyer. He won't care about the aluminum heat sinks because I can't do anything about that, and he knows that because I'll pull the chip off. I'm not going to go heating these all up. I have hundreds of them to do. You know, I don't have time to do all that, and he knows that, you know. If he doesn't, he's gonna. No, I send him good boards. I've never had him come back at me about a delivery of boards ever. It is Dave Donahue. We're into good vibes. I agree. We have a lot of fun, and certainly have learned a lot from each other, have we not? I mean, when I started doing this, I didn't know half of what I know now. I learned it from everybody else. By the way, guys, these are fantastic. Home Depot sells them. They have, not that I'm going to endorse Home Depot, I don't mean to do that, but there's 5 or 6 different bits in here. I have a set of Torx and I have a set of Phillips. But very handy little thing. All right, so I do have to get this bracket off, and then I'll be left with a nice high-grade peripheral board. I'll get that bracket off, absolutely. I know I can, I just can't do it right now because I can't find the exact right bit. The exact bit that I need is not accessible. I cleaned up last night for a change. Oh my God. No idea what that other one is. Trouble is, if you put these off and you don't do them all at once, you just wind up with a pile of crap. We have a spammer amongst us, guys. I don't have time to deal with it. Just ignore it, okay? You can tell because they came in with the same message every single time. I would like to get this off because all right, I will fiddle with that off camera because I don't want to waste your precious time. Time is, that's the most precious gift you can give somebody, you know? I mean, you guys are hanging out with me. What a gift. You give me the gift of your time and your company and your chat and your intelligence. It doesn't get better than that now, does it? This should just pull. I think I have to free, there's a button, there's a little button over here. 2 little buttons right here. And that will pull the face cover off. I've got to get one more leaf into this table today. I don't really want to because it makes my kitchen crowded, but if I'm going to get any work done, I'm going to need to do that. slide that over. There is a little bitty backplane board in here. Board Sort will buy backplane boards. Cellularboards.com will buy backplane boards. So it's probably, and if they're good enough, that's also something else that I do put into my gold boxes. I think I'm going to call them my TikTok treasure chests. How's that, guys? Goldslinger, what part of the country are you in? Is it the weather, or is it just trying to get material? Trying to get any kind of e-scrap right now is slim pickings. This can probably go as a low-grade peripheral board. There's a few chips on it, some nice some nice MLCCs. There's gold here, and there's gold here. This just barely can go as a low-grade peripheral. If it didn't have the gold, it would just be a low-grade board. You can also put it in with your backplane boards, because that's what it is. All right. I wanted to go to my storage facility and get more tubs. Nope. I have to somehow go out and cover. I have to go cover Matthew's order. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's supposed to be very cold. These are pure copper. They're very easy. I'll show you. You just flip it over. You take a punch and you just punch the screw through. These I know for a fact are pure copper because I've fought with the yard time after time after time about them. And we finally took one apart one day and they saw that I was right. Hey, Goldslinger, keep your eyes peeled for broken TVs after the game tomorrow and next week. Because that's what happens. All the drunk fans throw their beer cans at the TVs. So there should be a shitload of them out. Oh my God. I was at a Super Bowl party a few years ago. And the gentleman I was dating back then, we had gone to his brother's home for, you like that, it's true. I don't know if that was what you meant, Mia, but, you know. So you gotta watch the Super Bowl on your junkie TV that you don't care about. You know, by fourth quarter, we're all overfed and drunk, right? At least if we're home. Now, no drinking and driving on Super Bowl day, guys. Don't want anything happening to any of you. It's just a game. This one, I did this, I had to do this yesterday too. It won't screw out, but it'll break off. With a little persuasion. I have to bust that one off. If I don't get that off, I can't get the board out. So, in this case, I just broke it out. As I said, the one I just put away was the first one I had done, and I had to break that one off. I already know that because I had to do that yesterday. See, I was smart. I did one off camera so I didn't make a fool of myself. Nothing more I hate than when things go wrong on a live. Now I just, okay, on to the next thing. Sometimes, you know, you never know what's going to happen. It could be like that Cisco thing I did the other day. It was one stupid. Hi, sister. I'm sorry about the cutoff before. It was a technical difficulty. I didn't move my verification thingy-do over quick enough. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps to channel the whole potload, okay? I do see my ratings are going back up again, which I'm really happy about. Nothing worse than a month or so off to really kill you. Killed my TikTok, too. Tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. Oh, I'm on a roll. She must be waking up. Here come the jokes. Oh, so we were at Jeff's house for a Super Bowl party. Now, mind you, Jeff is Captain Audio. This is a Hewlett-Packard Dell Blade server. Really super good gold recovery. I'll upload my live, I think, the one I did from 9 o'clock to 8:30 to 9:30. And, well, actually, you'll see what's in here. These were great for gold refining. I really like working on blade servers. They are my favorite things to scrap because they're easy, you know, and you know, being a lady, things are heavy, and I don't like to, matter of fact, I had a guy give me a bunch of power supplies, you know, the big honking heavy things the other day. And I literally went over one of the local guys who does scrapping. I put a big note on his sign on his car with my phone number. I said, please call me. I have 4 battery backups in the car, and they are all yours. He wants the copper. And, you know, the 2 of them came. They put them in the truck, and off they went. Got to be careful scrapping those. You can get electrocuted really badly. It's just, for me, it's just the weight. In the summertime, it's not bad. I have a scissors lift, so I can pump it up to the height of my lift gate on the truck, and I can just slide the thing onto the table, and I can work on it right there. But they are beastly, beastly heavy. You know what? A little bit of scrap ain't worth hurting yourself over, huh? But it is getting brutal to find e-scrap. I'm very blessed. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now. I've got a nice little steady group of people who, you know, they'll bring me 6 to 8 computers at a time, which is fine. I don't do this full time, believe it or not. My full-time job, and I have to spend some time at it this weekend, is renting band instruments to the school children. TV antennas, 4-dish TV antennas. Wow. I spend a lot of time writing to companies to see if they require my services. Of course, they probably get 1,000 scrappers looking for boards, but I refer them over to the channel. I said, see what I do. You know, they know I'm going to destroy the hard drive, and that's how I got the school district. I said to them, I said, look, I said, you guys, number one, you guys know me. I've been renting instruments to your schools for a million years here, and I made a business card up for the channel. I said, here's what I do. I said, you're not going to have to worry about it, because if you don't take the hard drive, I suggest taking the hard drives out and beating the crap out of them with a hammer or drilling them through. I got news for you. You can fix those. So I take the boards out and I sell them to what is called an R2 recycler, somebody who has to destroy them. You know. So do you remember what I said this was from the other video? Go ahead, say it. It's a board. Be a smarty pants. Nice you got school tech. They know me. That's the only reason I got it. I have a lot of friends who are teachers, and you know, the office staff knows me. I'm in and out of there 3 or 4 times a day. I would like to get more. What I really don't want are the damn laptops. Ugh. The Chromebooks, I really don't want them. However, my new buyer will buy them, and there's a recycling place in Coventry, Rhode Island that will buy them. I literally could put them in the car, fill up the car, and bring them up there. And so Mia's answer was, what is that? Mia said it's a mid-grade board. For people who just do low, mid, and high, that is an accurate 100% answer. There's like the guy from Pennsylvania who wants to buy boards from me. He wants to do low, mid, and high, and I said no. I said they've got to be differentiated by this, that, and the other thing. You know, we're respectful and nice to each other. I just don't know that. Yeah, I don't know he can afford to pay me what the boards are worth. We'll see. Never slam a door in somebody's face. Hold it for them, let them pass through, and then close it. You know, be nice. You never know. And he's a very nice person. It's just his you know, everybody's got to make a profit. And he's got to come all the way from Pennsylvania. I just don't think I have what he needs. Now, these probably have silver in them. I'm not going to take this apart because, again, I want to leave value for my board buyer. So for the way I grade, hey, Break Shoes, Johnny, welcome. Lazy T, welcome. A lot of new people. And Scrapping E-Waste Holland, hello, welcome in. I love your channel. But because e-scrap's getting so hard to find, that's why I do the $99 boxes. So if you were to purchase a box from my soon-to-be TikTok store, you would see me actually assemble it on camera and then put the board up for sale. Homie One Kenobi and Proud, we're doing auctions Same thing, $99 boxes, but it got really competitive, and 2 weeks in a row there were upset people, so they decided to do the same thing, which I think is great. Gold refining takes a lot of time, but the fact that they're willing to share materials with other people, that is freaking awesome. But I kind of like what they did, was they made 10 of the same kind of box, put them all up, and just sold them that way. I tend to kind of do one at a time, but it's more because of available materials. I don't always have everything I need. And in this case, this week, Monday, my board buyer's coming, so, you know, making sure he's got a good load of stuff to go. That's got to be my priority. But I just think it's really super that Scrooge McDuck and Homer, Scrooge McDuck and Proud are making boxes available for home gamers from Gold Refining. I'm doing the same thing. Obi-Wan Kenobi does it. A couple of people do it. So if you're looking to get materials without driving all over creation, I would definitely check those things out. Like I said, for me this week, gotta take care of the board buyer first. Love you guys to the moon and back, but he's gotta come way down. Ahoy! Scrappy Knee Waste Holidays. I think I often see you on Irish's chat, don't I? Alright. I will get that off camera. You saw me do the other one. There's nice gold in there. And even with that taken off, that is a beautiful peripheral high-grade board. This would definitely be something I would put into one of my TikTok treasure boxes, as I like to call them. Large flat rate priority, full of good gold bearing material, sent directly to your doorstep for you to refine. You know, I probably will do a what's in the box tomorrow morning on my regular live, which is Sunday at 9. God willing, if it's warm enough I can get out of bed. It is going to be so bad tomorrow, I'm not even looking forward to it. And it's going to be cold enough that I won't even get to church, and that doesn't happen very often. Nope. I don't even want to open the doors in the house because it lets all that cold air in. I can see it now. It's starting to really blow. I really am worried about my my awning, which is rolled up. It's on rollers, but I'm worried about the cover blew off, and I don't think I can get up on the ladder to put it back on. I might put some bungee cords on it just so it doesn't fray. Okay, so these are good, clean, pure copper. And I already, like I said, I know these are copper on copper. I've taken them apart. The yard fights with me all the time about this being number 2. Well, if I leave these on it, yes, it's number 2. All you gotta do is take a hammer and a punch, boom, that will come right out. I'll clean the thermal paste off. Most of these are already sold. Our friend, the OTD, is going to, has asked to purchase these from me, and I'm very glad to sell it to him. The problem is shipping. Shipping's such a pain in the AWS. I do like using the flat rate boxes because I can put up to 70 pounds into a large flat rate box. So shipping these, I think, is cheaper that way. Plus, the UPS and FedEx both charge for a heavy box, extra heavy box. So, you know, screw that. Something you should do, and this is what I did with my yard, actually, is you should pop these fins off and make sure that it's copper on copper, because sometimes they'll solder these with an aluminum paste, and that does make it not bare bright copper. So that's something you want to definitely check on. I've got a pile of heat sinks down in the basement. They've got big honking copper bases with aluminum top. I think the way to get them apart is going to be a bandsaw, but a small bandsaw, nothing big. I'm thinking about boxing those up and selling them too. How much stuff can you have? You know, I just got that house put back together. I don't want to turn it into a crappy mess. Hi, Jeremiah. Yeah, no, I didn't push the puzzle piece fast enough and it cut me off. I had to laugh because when I did it, it was at 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm like, really? I was watching for it too. I saw it come up and I was reaching to, do the stupid verification. And I shouldn't call it stupid. I guess people forget to turn their cameras and stuff off. I went to go reach for it, and before I did, cut my life off. I haven't had that happen in months. That was annoying as. Yeah. So, actually, these. See this here? This particular one could be soldered with aluminum or tin. So I have to check this one. This one might have to go as number 2 copper. Still, that's heavy. I know the big ones out of the Dell Blade servers, I know those are completely copper because we took them apart at the yard and it was copper to copper. So they wanted to give me number 2. I said, if you're not going to give me bare bread, I'm going to take all 600 of them back. They said, nope. I said, okay. And I put them up for sale and we sold them. I don't have to take that shit from the yard. I think just because I'm a lady, I don't know what I'm doing well. I must say, though, over the past year, I've developed a very nice relationship with the yard. And I get it. It's a big yard. Oh, my God. Have you ever seen some of my posts from the scrapyard? I mean, they've got machinery going. They've got people sorting. It's a big plant, so they've got to make money, too. But he actually called me. Someone tried spinning the picture. Yeah, but they've got overhead, sister. They've got insurance to pay. They've got to pay their guys. So they're never going to be spot price on anything. But don't deliberately lowball me. One yard I've walked away from completely because basically they buy the product from you at a ridiculously low price. They throw it on a truck and bring it up to the metal yard that I now deal with. I'm like, shit, I can do that myself. So, but they've got overhead, they've got insurance, they have employees to pay. You ship to a board sort or to a SellYourBoards.com, you're shipping it already processed. That's why they can pay better. And, it just arrives to them. And, and it's done. All they got to do is sort it and pay it. And it's really, I'll tell you, both of those places, both Sell Your Boards, he's here on TikTok, and Zach pays very good. He pays very well, guys. He's in Arizona. Shipping's a little bit expensive, of course, to either Cleveland, where BoardSort is, or Arizona, where SellYourBoards.com is. The shipping's a real pain in the ass. That's the other reason I don't like to do the big server boards. But I'm lucky enough to have somebody local who buys those from me. But I was going somewhere with that. Oh, so the yard has to take it and box it and weigh it and put it in a box and send it to somebody else. I'm like, why the hell did you just sell it to people like me? He said, we can't because of insurance. I said, I'm a registered business. He said, well, we can't because you don't have a credit line. I said, I have a 750-point credit score. I don't think I'd have any problem getting one. And I have one for the music school. But, no. So, it is what it is. But, I understand that. I had a very respectful talk with both of the scale bosses, and what they do now is they do give me a little bit better price. Number one, because I bring in high quality material, and I bring in a lot of it all at once. If you're just bringing in a bucket of stuff and expecting top dollar, not going to happen. They have 3 guys who have to do the work for 10 pounds of scrap. They'd rather have 3 guys do the work for 100 pounds of scrap. So that's kind of how it works. If I bring them a certain number of things or certain poundage, they give me a better price. And, it took me a while to establish that with them. They do watch my channel. I actually spent a day there teaching the scale boss how to sort e-scrap. They're making a lot more money. And I was hoping they would return by turn the favor by giving me some of the e-scrap. They might, ooh, I see gold. I see gold. Ooh. By the way, guys, if you get a chance to catch Scrooge McDuckins live from last night, I hope he posts it. He did one of the best videos I've ever seen on where to find the gold in computers. It was phenomenal. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask, I hope he reposts it. He might post it on the Tube of You because it was longer if he went over the hour. Don't miss that one. He showed me, and mind you, I've been doing this a long time. You know, he just slayed it, let me tell you. Just slayed it with where to find gold, and he showed us. I was like, dang, as long as I've been doing this, I didn't know there was gold in this, that, or the other thing. I don't take every single thing apart, but he has, and he does. So it was really an outstanding video. Did you see his video last night, sister? I am scrapping a Hewlett-Packard blade server, which we believe to be from around 2005. Just trying to see if I missed anything. Now, to get this board completely free, I have to get all the risers off, which I think I did. I only have done one of these. I'm not thoroughly familiar with this particular model yet. Look how clean this is, though. Except for there's a little bit of dust on the heat sinks. This wasn't bad. These were in a cabinet. They pull in and they push up. That's why they've got this huge backplane board back here with the gold pins, because that pushes in and out of a cabinet. They'll be, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, whatever it is. And each module pulls in and out. But this is really very clean. This is called a pinless CPU. It's got a copper heatsink on the back. They're very good for gold recovery. It's not an iCore chip. It was an iCore chip. It's an Intel Xeon. That's why I'm handling it. I don't really care. It's going to go for scrap. I sell these by the pound for gold recovery. The server ones tend to be a little bit better. Do wipe off the thermal paste. It's nothing worse than opening a package and getting a handful of crapola. Yeah, he really is a very informative young man. I've learned so much from him. I really have. I've learned from watching other people. Before I even started doing this, I was on the Tube of You, and I watched Shark Scrapper, and he was very helpful when I first started this. And when I started the channel, finally, I had several fairly significant creators step in and give me a shout out and some help, and the channel's grown very nicely. And I like to do that for other people. I like to teach. I like to talk to people. I don't like dusty computers. Jason, good morning. Well, 3.4K. Thanks, guys. Considering I hung up on all of you before. IC chips are amazing for gold recovery. And so are gold banded BGAs. I don't have any ceramic CPUs on here that I've seen yet. I have the flats. These, if you're really into gold refining and I were to sell you this board and you wanted to go after the gold bonding wires, you cut this off. There's gold bonding wires here. BGAs are awesome for gold. The same thing, there's a lot of gold banding in here. Not something I do and not my comfort level, nor is it really my area of expertise. I know enough about it to put a good box together, and I know whoever I sell that box to is going to do very well with gold refining. I know that's, and I'm comfortable with that. That's what I like to do. All right. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the board out of the case. Not yet. Okay. forgot how I did this yesterday. I should go watch I have to go watch my video from last night to see how the heck I took this apart. All it takes is one screw. Remember the other day me trying to get that damn Cisco thing apart? It wasn't even that there was a screw. There was an inverted screw coming up to the hole, and the board was over that. And I had unscrewed the washer, but I had to lift the board over that screw to get it off. You know, it's just one stupid thing, and it gunks up the whole works. You can't get the stinking thing apart. That's just annoying. But anyway, we did. And Ken Whitmore, welcome. Patty Whack, good morning. Is Knick Knack around? Knick Knack, Patty Whack. I'll be here all week, thank you. They hide them well. That's why I hate doing hard drives. Ay, ay, ay. Hard drives and all-in-one and apples. Oh! I've got a table full of all-in-ones downstairs. Matter of fact, I'm going to email my buyer and see if he'll take them. If you can get, some of them actually will have an iCore chip in it, you know. There we go. Free the board! Just like that. Okay. There's a metal plate underneath on this board too that I'll have to get out. Now again, if I were keeping this, you know, I weren't selling this board to a board buyer, I would take these pins because they're all gold and not brass. Anything pre-2020 is going to, you know, have better gold recovery. These newer boards are really garbage, and that's why they fry out and burn. Gold is the best conductor of electricity, but I think what's going to happen is this RAM shortage going on and everything else. I don't know what they're going to do. Everything went to AI and everything else went to hell. I don't know. I bought a lot of silver, but my silver investment is coins. I used to collect coins. I used to have a huge coin collection, and I've been buying old proof sets and slowly accumulating a nice little collection. Matter of fact, that's something I want to do today. I want to move my dining room hutch into my living room, and I want to start displaying my coin collection. And it's going to take me forever to get the house put back together, but you know what? A little bit every day. I don't want to hurt myself doing it. And then once the dining room floor is done, I'll have all the furniture brought back down. So this is a gold banded crystal oscillator. For those of you who do silver recovery, these are an excellent source of silver recovery. I'll be selling them. I'll be selling a little bottle of those too. It's going to take me a while to get that full. And when I do, you know, you'll see me. I do What's in the Box on Sunday morning. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. It really, really, really will help my channel. The algorithm picks up popular lives and popular videos and stuff, and then it promotes them out. You know, you might like, or you might hate. got a nice following here, and it's really a good vibe. The bunch of us that are all kind of hang out on each other's channels, it really does have a very good vibe. I kind of think that's partly why Scrooge and Proud decided to just do the boxes as is and not have the auction, because there were just 2 weeks in a row that were really hard. And I don't know. I think it's fun to do, but gosh, you know, if people are getting upset, it's not worth it. Because when you have a content creator who really cares about his followers, or her followers, as the case may be, you know, you don't want anybody upset by something that was intended to be fun. Oh, I never finished telling you about Jeff's TV. So, I don't know what interrupted me, probably a question or some such thing. So we went down to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, I believe, was where he was. And I mean, he had everything. He had the food, he had the big TV, he had monitors, he had Captain Tech. And they went to start the game, and his cable vision went out. I was like, oh my God, of all the people in the world for this to happen to. So, of course, he's on the phone. Oh, that's nice. Calling Cablevision. And they had come and shut off the cable, but it wasn't supposed to be his that was shut off. It was supposed to be his neighbor's. Oh my God. They came out pretty quick, but still, you know, I felt bad. So I said, hey, Jeff, I said, well, we can just eat first. We'll just do something else at halftime. So that was what we did. We ate, and he was furious. I don't blame him. So we just had to, wait for it to come out. I gotta honestly say they got out there pretty quick, but it just sucked. These have very good brass in them. You can, ouch. You can throw them in with dirty brass, or you can go after the brass if you so choose. Me, I'm going to throw that in with dirty brass. I don't have time for that crap. They just don't. God bless some of you guys who microscrap. Holy Toledo, use all over it. God bless you for that. All right, let's get this separated. And then I've been on 2 hours. My voice is starting to go. And I will sign off properly this time. I feel like I just hung up on all of you before. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I always do a nice wrap up. Wish you well, and God bless you, and have a nice day, and stay safe. Stay wonderful, I believe, is my tagline at the end. It was funny how I got that tagline. I have a very, very dear friend. I've known him since I was 17. A friend of mine's children went to a very, very good school called Fairfield Preparatory School. And I happened to know this particular priest from parish work because I was a music minister. And we became very good friends, all of us, a lot of us. A bunch of us would go out for pizza every Friday night and whatever. And I forgot what it was. One night, both of us simultaneously said, "Stay wonderful." And that really was his tagline. I'm like, oh my God. And we share a birthday. Yeah. Good guy, real down-to-earth guy. Real nice priest. Wonderful, wonderful priest. Very, very smart. He's retired, of course, now. Matter of fact, when the weather breaks, I'm going to take a ride out to visit him. I haven't seen him since, God, been a while. And with COVID, and everything else, and I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm going to, I'll make the drive out. I'll pick us up something for lunch. I'll visit and I'll drive back home. Springfield is only maybe an hour and a half from here. But I'll do something else on the way home. Maybe go to Sturbridge Village or something. I'll make a day out of it. I'm retired. I can do that now. But we both said, do I make a good profit? No. Any money I make from the channel, to tell you the truth. I would say I make a profit. I would more honestly say it's because I studied really hard at what I buy. I'm very careful. If you get e-scrap for free, yeah, you're going to make money. If you buy e-scrap, probably not as much. You better know what's in there, and you better not overpay. You can lose money very quickly doing this. In my case, like if I see something I'm interested in purchasing locally, marketplace, business, whatever, like I said, I get a lot of stuff given to me because I will, like the telecom company that I work with, they, I offer to help. I met them at the town dump. It was funny. So I said, "You're going to dump all that?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you dump it in the back of my car?" I said, "I'll give you some money for it." He had laptops, he had PCs. So now when he gets a lot of stuff, he'll give me a call. I have to get him to sell me his boards. So that I really got to work on. I know I'm going to offer him a better price than wherever he's selling them to. But you also don't take somebody who you've been working with for years and kick him to the curb because something better came along. You know, so maybe I'll get him to sell me some. But telecom boards are the absolute best for gold recovery. All right, I'm going to have to get a small Phillips head and get in there to get these 2 screws off so I can get... Actually, I might not have to. I may be able to just knock that off. All right, let's look at the board together. As it sits right now, it's a dual socket motherboard, dual socket servant motherboard. It's got the candy cane. It's not an iCore. Something like this will have a Xeon or a Core Duo or possibly a Pentium. Not the pinned Pentium, but the other kind. This is a board from a Hewlett-Packard blade server that was produced in 1992. Having opened the couple that I opened, I bought a couple from the guys so I could see if they were going to be profitable if I bought the pellet, and I've determined that if I can get it for the right price, I'm going to pursue that. We'll see. It came out of a blade server. It was in a big cabinet, pulled in, pulled out. Fantastic board for gold recovery. We did very well. I mean, I probably made my money back on the heat sinks, you know. So you got to know, to my point, you've got to know what's in there. Yes, PC Kid, it was an Intel Xeon. And that's what you'll find in these. Some of them are a lot bigger. I don't have any of the bigger ones here on the bench to show you. But what did we get out of the board? We're going to get gold. I got to get that plastic off. I got to get this bracket off before I sell the board. But that's going to be a peripheral high-grade board because it's got chips, it's got tantalums, it's got copper, it's got gold here. This is just barely a peripheral high-grade board, just barely. And I've got to get the bracket off for it to do so. I've got gold back here. This, I'm going to sell that as a backplate board because something gold connected into something gold. Those are in a category by themselves. These are the things I took off here that, you know, some of you guys came in a little bit later in the chat and you didn't see these, so let me just re-show you what I got out of it. Got a really nice high-grade peripheral board. There's gold on the back here, which is very, very nice. Lovely gold. You know, I'll get a box of those together. Like I said, right now I've got a board buyer coming Monday, so I have to put as much together for him as I can. But when I play what's in the box, like when I make the boxes ready for, you know, I send boxes of gold refining ready material to my buyers, to different people. That's definitely something I would put in there. I can ship these. I can fill a priority rate box with stuff like this, and I can ship it out. This is a pain in the neck to ship. There's not enough on here for a home gamer, in my opinion, to warrant shipping this. There's no value for you. You'll pay through the nose for something that's not going to bring you any value. So you got to know what's in there. I think that was the bottom line of what I was eventually getting to. I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I'm getting hungry. What else? I got the metal plate off. This is a really good board. Got tantalum. These are tantalum capacitors. And tantalum capacitors are excellent for silver recovery. They come in yellow. They come in black. As I said, I can't depopulate the whole board or he's going to be really PO'd at me and he's going to downgrade me, and rightly so, because I would do the same to somebody else. But I certainly can nip one or two. So I think I'm going to try to do the same thing as, I'm going to mix that up a little bit coming soon. I'll make like 5 or 6 boxes of the same thing and, you know, list them up for sale. Sometimes I only do 1 box because that's all the material I have, and that's going to be the case this week. I go on at 9 o'clock live on Sundays usually. I don't know about tomorrow because it's supposed to be beastly cold. I might not even get out of bed tomorrow if it's that cold. Sometimes tantalum capacitors are black. Sometimes they're yellow. Other things that have good silver recovery would include this. This probably has gold. That looks gold to me, and that could be a silver. That could be a gold banded crystal oscillator. There's more tantalums here. There's tantalums here. There's another oscillator. These look like they have gold to me. And if I was going after gold, those are things I would take off the board. But again, my buyer has a right to have a good value board, and I'm not going to screw over my buyer. They're paying premium price right now, so yeah, I don't see any brown ones on here. But look at the gold on this board, man. And of course, I'm going to email him and see if he will upgrade this from a multi-socket motherboard. If he will upgrade that to a Telecom Low for me. If he will, he gets all this. So I have to see what he's willing to do. This gold here, I can't take these off because if I do, it's going to pull the chip. I know I could heat them. I know I can do all that. This is getting sold to a board buyer who would understand. I left that so the chip wouldn't tear off. I'm not doing it for weight. I tried to take them off. I don't have time to sit here and go through 100 boards and get the damn heat shields off, Hi, Gina. So I hopefully, good Lord willing, will be on tomorrow morning. We'll play What's in the Box if I have enough material for you. I'm going to be scrapping stuff all weekend long because it is going to be 15 below outside starting this afternoon. And this girl doesn't function in anything less than 70 degrees. So I will be hanging out on TikTok, enjoying watching all of you. I was supposed to go in for a minor surgery on Monday. It has been postponed because they had to move a bunch of people because of weather issues, and they deemed that their situation was more serious than mine. That was after they cut off all my hair and started washing me all over with betadine. I am going to be fitted for a cochlear implant to help with my hearing. We've tried everything else. Teach music for 40 years and it does a job. I mean, several of my friends have gotten them. They swear by it. It would be nice to be able to go out in public again, be able to hear what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy a wig for the next couple of weeks because they're going to move me up at least 2 to 3 weeks now. And of course, this was after they shaved my head. So, don't worry, I got a wig. I'm still going to go out and enjoy it. Yeah, it is. All right, guys. Talk to you later. It's going to cut me off. I love you. Stay wonderful. Bye-bye. Unable to verify. You just want to cut me off again. All right, I got to it in time. I thought it was going to cut me off again. You got to watch for that 1 hour mark in the puzzle piece. Of course, I'm watching this phone. I'm not watching this phone. All right, so anyway, yeah, I should be around most of the week. I look forward to trying to get some new and different material into the gold boxes. I probably will put these up for sale. These are going to go as number 2 copper. I do see aluminum paste in here. OTD did buy the whole lot of the other ones that I have, and I have to get his box packed up. So I do resell a lot of stuff. I mean, the yard's going to give me they're going to give me 10 cents a pound for copper aluminum. They might give me number 2 in more ways than one. But, I'm going to box a lot of stuff up. You'll see it come up on my profile page. You'll know where to go ahead and get it. You can always DM me. My boxes sell out really, really fast. And if you're not sure, when you see them come up on my profile page, don't be afraid to go look at my feedback on the Bay of E under Connecticut Band Instruments. I still have to get the new D-Scraps, E-Scraps TikTok shop up. In the meantime, I'm going to just plow along with what I'm doing. Welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. And I will hopefully see you, good Lord willing, tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock. I usually go 9 to 10 and do my Sunday morning live. If I have anything new and interesting to show you, if I have a bunch of nothing burgers, I'll put a post and let you know. But boy, is there gold on this board. Oh my God. Here. And do see if Scrooge posted his live from last night on the Tube of You. Very, very informative. He finds gold. I swear to God, he can find gold on a beer can. Just a great video. As much stuff as I find, it scared me to think how much I haven't found. All right, everybody. Maybe I'll see you later on this afternoon. I don't know. I just know that I'm not going out of the house today. It's too cold. And, yeah. Be well. Thank you for stopping by and giving me the gift of your time. I enjoyed hanging out with all of you very, very much. And stay wonderful. Oh yeah, PC Kid, it'll be fine. It's really a very minor procedure. They put something under your. I don't really. They explained it to me, but I can't explain it. All I know is my insurance company will pay for it, and they won't pay for a hearing aid. They'll pay for a $10,000 surgery and an implant, but they won't pay $3,000 for a hearing aid. They consider it a prosthetic, so they, they'll pay for it. My biggest problem, I have ringing in my ears, and it drives me absolutely bonkers away. And this is why I'm going for that procedure. Otherwise, I could live with it. I mean, my hearing's not great, but it's not horrible. But it's the tinnitus is a real game changer, and it's just getting worse and worse. So this is my hope that I can get rid of the ringing in my ears. Either that or I got to stop drinking. All right. Bye, guys. Or maybe start drinking. All right. I will talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just annoyed that they canceled this after they cut off all my hair. Like, your timing sucks, guys. Mr. Long, you are one of my favorite creators. I love your stuff. Yeah, some of you guys really have some great channels. I will be seeing you soon. Maybe later today, but maybe tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Take care, everybody. God bless you. Stay wonderful. Please, if you're in the northeast part of the country, be careful. It is bad, 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 bad out there. Okay? All right. Bye, everybody. Stay wonderful. See you soon. Bye-bye. By the way, guys, great chat. That was fun.